How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Yesterday, I said Blackrock is giving you 24 hours, and Michael Saylor's giving you 24 hours. I said that they were going to make probably some big announcements today, and they did. We have some monster numbers coming from them. I also talked about how I was going to be buying MSTR, and MSTR is up 12% here today. We have some stuff to go through. I'm excited. You should be excited. Blackrock is giving you 24 hours. Yeah, sometimes that does come true. We have some massive buys. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. You might hear a dog barking in the background. She's got, I don't know, the 11 o'clock hyper dog energy. I have a baby in my lap who's cooing like crazy. And yeah, I felt like I had to jump on just to talk about this because we had a massive amount of buying today. If you want to trade, there are links underneath the video. One is to Blofin, one's to CoinW, one's to BTCC. They all have different sign-up bonuses right now. But if you want to go trade, check out some of these platforms. I really like using them for my leverage trading. This is my higher risk part of my crypto bag. Now, earlier today, I talked about the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau stepping down and how Pierre, the person that looks like he's going to be the next person elected, is very pro-Bitcoin. At the same time, too, I just saw something. Leading presidential candidate for Honduras was seen wearing a Bitcoin cap in a recent interview. It's funny. Everyone seems to be turning more pro-Bitcoin recently. Funny how that works. BlackRock turns on the inflows. The US becomes more pro-crypto, and all of a sudden everyone is talking about Bitcoin. Everyone's bullish on Bitcoin. No, not everyone, but you see a lot more people coming out of the woodwork talking about Bitcoin. We also have a 14th state that is now poised to introduce strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation, according to Dennis Porter. At the same time, Ripple adds Bank of America to its website, with Bank of America holding a patent to use XRP as a bridge asset. Why do I bring this up? We see more and more institutions, more and more countries, states talking about crypto, embracing crypto. And yeah, it's just really bullish. At the same time, it's so obvious that they're trying to buy. The Bitcoin ETFs purchased 9,577 Bitcoin here today. And at the same time, there are only 450 Bitcoin mined. So how does that break down? Well, we had some large buyers. Let me scroll to the right section here. We had 209 million in inflows for BlackRock, 370 million from Fidelity. ARK21 shares had 153 million. We had 150 million from the Grayscale ETFs. Overall, just a really good day from the ETFs, massive inflows. And yeah, this is 20 days of issuance. The same day that we saw Michael Saylor with a small buy of 1,000 Bitcoin. We are heading towards unprecedented times. I think you want to be tuned in right now. The cool thing is, too, it's never been easier to buy Bitcoin. You don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. A lot of people understand that now, but you can buy a Satoshi. You can buy 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin, which is one Satoshi. For $1, you can buy, 990 Satoshis, something like that right now, which, a couple of years ago is much cheaper, but you can still buy a lot of Satoshis for a pretty small cost. Now, with the ETFs too, you can go buy $1 worth of BlackRock's ETF, depending on the platform you're on. Most of them have fractional shares. A lot of the big platforms have fractional shares. So you can buy a $50 share or a fraction of a $50 share to go get Bitcoin exposure. And for a lot of people, I think it actually makes more sense to buy something like this. Of course, there are pros and cons. I'm actually going to break that down a lot more in a video for a revamped Patreon that I'm going to be launching here soon. But yeah, for a lot of people that aren't very tech savvy, or maybe depending on your goals, it might make sense to just go out and buy IBIT. I know it's not the pure form, but some people can't really handle the pure form. But it's such an interesting time. We have, 14 days left till inauguration. With $1 billion worth of Bitcoin bought today, 70 different companies sorry for the cooing if you can hear, 70 different companies that hold Bitcoin on their balance sheet from all across the world. This is not a one country thing. This is 70 different companies from probably 15 different countries with maybe 15 different countries that actually hold Bitcoin as well, or mine Bitcoin, or are buying Bitcoin. And this is just the ones that we know of. Bitcoin Baby is back, by the way. He's getting more talkative, so yeah, maybe his first word will be Bitcoin or Satoshi. We'll have to see. But yeah, just a crazy amount of buying recently, and I think it's only going to kick up from here, especially when there's FOMO again, when we start hitting new all-time highs. People will think that the trade is back. People will want to jump in. People get liquidated. Shorts will get squeezed. We'll see massive runs, and I don't think people are really ready for it. Like, MSTR was up 12% today, and yeah, there wasn't a lot of news or anything like that. There was no hype. It was just Bitcoin went up a little bit and some shorts got squeezed. Like, that's all that happened here today. Things are going to get crazier down the line. MSTR is going to announce like a multi-billion-dollar buy at some point. We're going to hear some massive news from some nation state that's adopting Bitcoin. We're going to have a multi-billion-dollar day for Blackrock or Fidelity. They're going to add it to a different portfolio that has massive amounts of inflows. MicroStrategy is going to be added to the S&P 500. We're going to have times of higher liquidity. We're going to have more quantitative easing. We're going to have lower rates. Like, all this stuff is coming. And we're at $100,000 Bitcoin. So I don't know. I feel like people have started to pay attention a little bit more, but it's not like we're at a blow off top. If you look at a lot of different risk metrics, we're not at a blow off top for this cycle. Let me know your thoughts, though, underneath the video. Again, you don't have to start with 0.01 Bitcoin. You don't have to start with 0.1 Bitcoin or 1 Bitcoin. Start with $1, start with $5, start with 10, whatever you need to. If you haven't already started accumulating, just set a plan, like a long-term plan to get your hands on some Bitcoin, and just, dollar cost average and chill. This is a great time. Of course, if you had been in this market earlier, that would have been better. We've been talking about buying since the bear market. Like, we have been buying since the bear market. So if you had been following here, you would be doing pretty well. Again, let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. In case you do want to trade, there are links underneath the video to BTCC, to CoinW, to Blofin as well. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Hit subscribe if you want to see future videos. And why don't you let me know in the comments, what is your favorite altcoin this cycle? Let me know. I know there are a lot of XRP fans, SUI fans, Solana fans. But yeah, be careful of scammers out there too. I had another project reach out to me asking if they're talking to me on Telegram. There are so many scammers out there. Be very careful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.